to me, for this festival to sort of break a literal boundary, right, is a very strong idea because it's more than just physically going across that line. You're also opening people's minds and breaking our sort of internal barriers that we have between ourselves. And so I think it's very exciting. The idea that it's going to spread, I mean, why? Wonderful, 12 Mexican states, but why does it have to be limited to Mexico? You should bring this idea to the States, and you are bringing this idea to the States, and it could be, you sense something that already is very powerful, but actually is still on the upswing, still growing.
Ambulante tiene un potencial revolucionario porque, a diferencia de otros festivales donde la gente, que son todos cineastas, cinéfilos, son ellos que van al festival, aquí es al revés, es el festival que va a la gente.
Para mí la cosa fantástica de Ambulante, ustedes tienen mucho más coraje que yo, porque yo pienso que esta idea de llevar este tipo de películas que son realmente películas que no son fáciles, difíciles hasta, a varias comunidades, es una idea extraordinaria.
It's the first time we've had a big open screening like that in a square with people sitting outside. You know, you could feel the energy in the room, or not in the room, outside. You could feel the energy. It was amazing.
You know, we really believe in the values and goals of the festival and the participatory nature of, you know, showing the film to such a public audience and not just to an art house crowd. I think that goes exactly with the messages of our film, which we feel is kind of was born in Tahrir and is a film for the people, by the people.
We wouldn't have had the opportunity to screen the film in so many cities across Mexico without this, and I think that's one thing that's really nice about it here in Guadalajara. It's like it's screening not just sort of in movie theaters, but also, you know, in universities and like cultural centers and different places where different audiences might find it.
There's something about you can tell that looking at the audiences and the people who come out for the films and what's going on around the films, there's something very much about film as part of everyday life, which is hard to do because it's not like music, which is ambient, or writing, which is just sitting there monolithically waiting for you to absorb it. Film is something that has to exist in that essential moment, but I think with Ambulante, it has that strong sense that it's around.
Well, I mean, Ambulante is a very special and unique thing, and really it's like having a kind of nationwide release of the film. I mean, you're sort of touring it to all these cities and getting exposure in places that you would probably never dream of having the films shown. And just the whole atmosphere and I think momentum that the festival has is really extraordinary, and the audiences have been amazing. You know, I love many other festivals too, of course, you know, but there's something unique and special about Ambulante. It's like a sort of magical circus on tour, and I'm very sad to be leaving it.
If a film is a good film, it's a good film. So you have people crossing over all the time. So crossing the border between Mexico and the States is almost like crossing the border between documentary and fiction. All those borders should just be crossed, you know, as many times as possible and in as many new ways as possible. So I think it seems for me as a natural step that Ambulante would move into California, and I hope it would just, you know, keep on moving into another state, another state, another state.
¿Algo más que quieras agregar?
Pues que Ambulante pues te invita a que experimentes, a que convivas, a que compartas y a que te formes.